Not like
Yeah, yeah.
now I just don't care because it's just, and so many people are vegan now as well. Like there's a lot of people that are, so it's just
It's cooler than smoking fags now. Not that I don't know what to
Sure
say
is.
about that. I don't even know what to say. So no comment without my lawyer. Right, welcome back to Everything from None, Ireland's most heartwarming podcast. And today we're joined by another guest who is Eilish Hssett. And I have an introduction here.
Hold off there now.
The what?
It's pronounced Eilish.
That's Eilish.
Eilish.
I said her.
It's eyelash.
Wait, is Eilish? Is that a real name?
Eilish, yeah.
Okay. our guest name is real.
Stage name is Eilish.
I thought it was just a stage name or something. I thought it was just okay. Eilish Hssett. It's actually a lovely name though. But yeah, on this week's show we are joined by another. I'm reading this from a laptop that's down here. On this week's show we are joined by another Thurlesian. Her music is matchless. She puts the wholesome in Hollywood. It's Thurles' very own standout soul, a musician, a truck enthusiast. Are you a truck enthusiast?
What?
I don't know.
You like trucks?
I don't know who wrote this.
Yeah.
I have no idea who wrote this. It's the wonderful, talented human Eilish Hssett.
Eilish.
Eilish Hssett. I have it wrote down as Eilish as well. I just can't pronounce it. I know I keep throwing
Yeah,
it
I think
off.
of like eyelash or something.
Eyelash.
That's it, yeah.
All right. Where does your name come from?
I think it's like something. It's an Irish name anyway.
Yeah, definitely. But like Eilish is like a really
I think it
like
comes from
obvious.
Elizabeth or something.
Oh wow.
I think. I don't know.
It's the Irish equivalent of Elizabeth or something. basically.
Something like
So
that.
is
yeah.
it anything to do with
But its
Eilish,
own
like,
name
they're
is
so
so
similar.
right as well. Like.
I
Oh my
think Eilish
god.
is completely different. Yeah.
Wow, that's mad because they're so similar. Like
My father wanted to call me Eilish, but my mother wanted to call me Eilish. So.
How nice.
Eilish is like it's a lovely name actually.
There's always a big kind of discussion on on Twitter anytime people talk about how Eilish or Eilish is pronounced, like because different
It's
dialects
different
seem to.
And some people who spell their name like me, they pronounce Eilish, so
Yeah.
it's very confusing. Like,
Yeah, right.
You know.
It's like I met someone from Donegal. Their name was spelled Sean with the fada, and like their name was Shan. And I was like, I couldn't
Shan.
understand it. Yeah.
God, Jesus. Shan, in for your dinner, Shan.
Depending on like the dialect, like I suppose.
Yeah. So we're gonna put all no. It's,
Big list of questions.
so
I've got a bunch of questions for you, Eilish.
Oh,
this is an interview. It's an interrogation, as they
This
say.
is not
I'm
a
going to
podcast.
throw it back at you.
Yeah, dude,
that's
bro.
what
That'd
we
actually
want.
be great. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Eilish, friend
Eilish.
of a few years. Good few years.
Good for years.
Well, so you're a musician anyway.
I am. Yeah.
What age were you when you started playing music? And what was your first instrument?
I think I actually I started with the guitar, but I wasn't able to play it. Like I actually Santa got me a guitar for Christmas. Cut. But it was like a little red guitar anyway, and I was pure delighted with it. Like, but I couldn't play it. I never learned to play that guitar. So then I went to music, Kathleen Nisbet, with you and Luke and the lads, and started playing trad and started off on the fiddle, wasn't able to play that at all. Then swapped the fiddle with my friend for a mandolin, and I didn't really like the mandolin either, so then I eventually got a banjo, and I preferred that. And then eventually I went up to a man in Eilish in Bursley for kind of banjo lessons, and then I kind of played the guitar as well with him, and he kind of got me singing. Then I was very shy as a child, like I wouldn't sing in front of anyone, or I'd barely sing like in my room or in the shower, like
Would you still find it hard on your own, like to sing? Is that what you mean?
now it is.
No, like before you said you find it hard on your room.
Oh,
like,
I
even
wasn't able to sing at all. Like I was able to sing, but I just didn't have the confidence or whatever.
That's
you know?
interesting. Yeah.
But this man Eilish, anyway, he made me sing. He was like, just sing, like, you know.
Yeah.
He was teaching me, and he was singing away, and I just sang along with him, and eventually I just
Let go, like.
Yeah, it was
That's
mad.
cool.
Yeah.
And seeing you and boys are nice. Do you feel like you connect to something when you're singing, like? Like what do you zone into or zone out to?
Well, it depends, I suppose. Sometimes, like when you really get into it, like you kind of just forget where you are, kind of.
Yeah, just like all the room like disappeared.
Blurred, kind of. Yeah.
That's good.
The only thing is, I think I close my eyes way too much, but then I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's you get more feeling into it or something.
Yeah,
but like I always try to obviously like look around as well, so because you look like you're asleep on the stage otherwise, like, but you know. No, I enjoy Bose now. It's really relaxed.
Chill,
Yeah. There's always a nice amount of people there as well.
You can kind of play whatever you like in there as well. It's more kind of, you know, they're kind of appreciate.
Yeah, even like the barmen, they kind of. They enjoy the music as well, and it's not okay. It doesn't feel like, you know, they're just booking you for the sake of it as well. Like there's like kind of thought put into who they're getting to kind of stick to the crowd and stuff like that.
I think one of the things I love about Bose is like the layout for it is kind of, you know, the whole thing of like the way it's laid out, that if there's a small crowd there and they're all in the part you can see, it looks like there's a big crowd, and then if there's a big crowd, there's still room in the areas you can't see. So it's, it's a lot easier to kind of
it's one big illusion.
Manage numbers.
Bose is an illusion. We should start sending like invoices to Bose, Fergal, or if anyone working in Bose is listening. We're going to start charging you for this promotion that we're doing we seem to be talking about Bose every week in this podcast.
Sponsored
it's
by
just
Bose.
right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's embedded in our minds.
On that, actually, if anyone's interested in playing music or just want to start an instrument or anything, there's a session in Bose every Thursday night. It's called the Thursday Jam. So if you want to call in, feel free, because we'll be there and be appreciative of anyone that comes in and wants to play a bit of music. So
it doesn't matter like what level of talent you are as well.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
We'll all hold hands together and play some music.
Buy some pints.
Then you get your ashes done yesterday. It was Ash Wednesday yesterday. Happy belated Ash Wednesday to our audience as well. God love you, God bless.
Happy St. Pancake Day.
St. Pancakes.
Made pancakes are.
I actually didn't make any. I was fair annoyed.
I forgot it existed, because this is like, I think it's that's not my first Pancake Tuesday away from home, but you know, when you forget about pancakes once you move out of home, kind of thing. I don't know. So then you get ashes done, no?
No.
I saw people walking around all right. I forgot what it was about.
It's
like, why is there dirt on
I
the
saw
floor?
people with Snapchats like.
It's not even a cross, like it's a big
Snapchat.
block.
That's bad. It's a bad thing to Snapchat.
Oh, I've got the cross here.
Snapchat in your face. But you have some lovely list of questions.
I do, Eilish. Okay, so you write. you write music as well.
I do, yeah.
Play it.
I try and
who inspires you?
to write music.
Yeah.
I
mean, like. Yeah.
Like musicians, like.
Yeah.
I suppose, well, like I change the whole time, like who I listen to and all that. Like, I'm sure everyone kind of does, like, but mainly like Ben Howard, you know.
Yeah.
Hosier, I'd say. Like a lot of like kind of folky guitar, kind of singer, songwriter, kind of those kind of people. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And then like obviously I listen to other types of music as well, but they be kind of what I kind of write myself. I don't know. It's kind of it's hard to explain because there's so many different things I listen to. So like there could be a mixture of influences in one song, kind of. I don't know.
So what is your writing process anyway? Like people have different
really
styles of writing. You know, like some people will write the melody first and then put lyrics to that, whereas others will do the other way around.
Yeah, usually I just I was saying this to Stevie the other night actually. I can't write lyrics first. Well, I could write like maybe this one sentence or like one line of a song. I wouldn't be able to write whereas he'd be able to write like.
Yeah, I find that interesting.
You write words first.
He basically writes
a
song
first.
like it's like a poem, basically.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's really cool.
So what you do the opposite way?
I kind of just sit down with the guitar and just hum away until something.
What starts coming out then? Like, that's interesting.
I think you're better off doing it though. I wish I could write melodies first, because like if you write a melody first, then you're guaranteed you have a catchy melody. Whereas if you write lyrics first, you're kind of forcing the melody onto it. So you're not guaranteed to make it catchy. So like I was watching loads of stuff about songwriting, and they were saying like it's actually like you're better off if you can write melody first. So it's one thing I'd love to be able to do. So I always love seeing when other people can do it.
It's interesting, yeah. Sometimes I find it harder when, like, I write a melody, like on my phone. It's ridiculous. I have so many records of, like, 1,000 records of just, like, 10 seconds, like, la 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 la. I tried to go through them the other day to try to delete a few of them because there's just so many of them. But, like, I just find it hard sometimes to put words to, like, diddly eye kind of, like,
Do you find, like, it's hard to go, like, I'd write something, like, not just the songs, like, just do something, like, do you create something, you create, like, one line that could be, like, genius or one piece, and then you just leave it there, or maybe you
God,
can't.
that happens to me all the time, yeah. I think that's, like, if you leave it for, like, a year, you might come back to it. Even if you don't come back to it, I think that's like a creation in itself anyway. Like, it is what it is. Like,
that's yours.
And that could inspire something else then.
Yeah.
You know,
it's or you could write a verse to a song and, like, not be able to write the rest of the song. And next thing you're writing a new song and you're missing a verse, and then it turns out the other one fits perfectly into it. Like, you never know when you'll use things. Like.
You have to keep everything. Like, it's mad.
Do you ever do you ever wish to, like, make an EP or an album or whatever?
Yeah, I've wanted to record songs, like, for years now, but just with school and college and everything, just you can't focus on it really. Like, you kind of have to spend all of your time if you want to do something as big as, like, I don't know, for me anyway, like, it'd be really important to release something. So, like, it'd be kind of you have to focus your time solely on that. Like, if you're doing loads of different things, it's very hard to make it actually what you want it to be.
You have to take the leap of faith.
Yeah. I definitely do. Huh?
You take the leap of faith.
Oh, sure. I'm after dropping out of college now.
Oh, really?
So,
for the music?
that's
a leap of faith.
Yeah.
That's good though. Like,
sure.
It's good that you're.
It could be good. It could be bad.
It's good that you're taking the leap anyway.
Hey, look, you're happy now.
It's good that you have faith.
Yeah.
I know. I would have like even from what I've seen on Buzz, I've seen you a few times before, but I definitely wouldn't have. If I was you, I wouldn't have any reason to doubt that leap of faith.
Oh, thanks, Kieran.
You've got a good voice. Too much compliments.
Yeah, like, getting awkward now.
Where do you hope to travel? Do you want to, like, travel with your music or just go traveling?
I saw this lad on YouTube, and he had went out to Europe with he paid for his flight first out to Europe. He went with no money, and he brought his guitar, and he lasted for 30 days in Europe, going to different countries without any money, busking. And I wouldn't go to that extreme, but I'd love to go out with the guitar. Like,
did he
bring
record
money.
it or something?
He did, like, a vlog,
cool.
like a 3-day vlog thing.
Cool.
But obviously it was over 30 days, but he recorded for the whole thing. But I'd love to do something crazy, like, just that would completely take you out of your comfort zone, like. Yeah. And
the amount you learn as well, like.
Yeah.
Just forcing yourself into parts of the cultures, because you're going to get stuck in places where you're going to learn things about those cultures.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard as well. Like, it's not going to be all easy. Like, you learn things from that as well. Like,
you'll definitely get songs out of it too. Like.
You would, experience people as well. I'd love to meet different people as well. Yeah.
Definitely.
But I'd say I probably would bring a bit of money, just in case.
Just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. Have it in the sock.
Something for a rainy day or whatever.
What's your favourite colour? Do you have a favourite colour? This is a hard question. I don't feel pressure to answer this. It's probably the hardest question. No, I think this is a harder than what's the meaning of life kind of question.
Yeah, it's one of those ones, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, do you know what I found is harder is if you give an answer to this now, I can give you a much harder question. If you can get, like, but it's related. It's not, don't worry about it. So.
I used to hate it, but green.
Green? Oh wow.
Yeah, because my room used to be green when I was younger, and I hated it. Like, it was rotten.
That's how I was with red till recently. I kind of like my room was red now. Kind of become friends with red now that I'm away from it.
Kind of like green, all the different shades. Like, I don't know, Ireland is kind of it's kind of very typical Irish, like, but like, so.
Yeah, it's a nice colour though. Yeah. This is the really hard question now that no one's ever been asked on the podcast before. Why is that your favourite colour? And I guess, why is it? What? Because I was just thinking of this. Why is it your favourite colour? Is like a harder question than what is the meaning of life. Like, why would you even like a colour? It's weird though.
I don't know.
It is weird.
I think certain colours they invoke certain feelings in you as well.
Yeah. But I don't look. I'm not. There's no way.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the answer to this anyway.
I think nature as well. I don't know.
I'd say association and memory.
Yeah, of course.
You would loads of happy memories.
Yeah, like you're always happy out in like trees and
Yeah.
grass or whatever, like.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, a lot of it
And
be
kind
attached
of you
to memories.
associate that colour in as, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, memories would be a big part of it.
Yeah,
Find
you
out
probably
next
hate
week.
the
I
colour
don't know
of
why.
Sorry, go
No,
on.
I was only messing around.
I ruined that.
No, you didn't. I ruined your valuable
That was
comments.
very valuable, but I
Go
was
on.
just saying, yeah, it's probably because your room, like you didn't like your room at that time.
Yeah,
You had
yeah.
a great time anyway.
Yeah.
That you like
Nostalgia.
green now. You're like, I want to go back.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
wanna be a
favourite colour,
kid.
lads?
Oh God.
Yeah,
I
one.
don't know. I can't answer
I
that.
love purple.
Purple.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Purple,
It's
yeah.
like warm, fuzzy.
Mm.
Purple is like, yeah, it's warm and fuzzy.
I used to always say blue, but like I don't know. I realised I only said blue just to have an answer. I don't actually. I don't actually have a
I
favorite
think
colour.
that's why I said green as well. I was like,
Like I don't know if it's as long as it's bright and colourful, which most colours are
I
by
like
definition.
black
like.
as well for some reason.
Yeah, black's probably my
Don't know
favourite
why,
colour.
I like
Although
black.
the absence of light, I love. It's probably my favourite as well.
It's like it's not even a colour. But
I love wearing black.
Yeah, black looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
with
I love
everything,
black.
really, I think.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
you feel him like just like a ninja, like I don't know. Do you know what I mean? No, like in a sense you do. Like you're just like
Cue the zoom.
No, that's my thing. Anyway, is there any weird instruments you'd like to learn?
I always want to learn the harmonica.
I'm sure
My
you know that
dad
already,
plays it.
kind of.
No, I'd love to be able to play like proper like bluesy kind of, like play it properly, like you know, not just like.
Like bending notes and everything. Like.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
playing guitar and the harmonica at the same time. I've never tried it.
What's
It's
that?
is
I-
that hard?
I have
That looks
I have
really
the
hard.
thing
Hard
for
enough.
doing it.
that looks
Yeah,
fair.
but
It just takes a bit of like coordination, kind of.
Yeah.
What the-
So you're using 3 or 4 different parts of your brain at the same time.
Yeah.
Like those like kind of, I don't know, they only look like just weird backpacks. They only look like jetpacks. There's like
big
street
drum one.
buskers would use like
Yeah.
4 or 5 different
Yeah, and
things
then
going
like,
on.
and they've a drum and they've
Yeah,
like a
what's- how-
trumpet.
That's madness, like, because
Yeah.
you're using 3 or 4 different parts of your brain, like, focusing on, or is it like a thing where you can just let go, like,
I think it's like one of those things, like the thing I was saying to you before about like polyrhythms. Where it's
Yeah.
like if you
Yeah.
try to think of it as you're doing like 10 separate things, it's impossible.
But
But
if you
if
start
you
off-
learn what the sound sounds like in general, it's like the whole thing. If you want to play like 3/4 on this hand and 4/4 in that hand, you're not gonna be able to do it. Whereas if you play a 3/4 and a 4/4 beat over each other, listen to it, and play
Oh,
that
yeah.
as its own beat, then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
easy. So
Okay,
it's probably the same
right.
thing like that. To play the overall sound is probably easy, but if you actually break it down and try to do the separate
then it
things,
gets hard.
then you're thinking about too many
It's even
things.
like
Yeah,
the piano as
okay,
well.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it's so hard when you try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then when you just kind of, I don't know.
I
it's
think,
weird,
yeah, I think as you said, muscle memory combined with letting
Mm.
go, like, as well, like, and, yeah.
It just looks cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, those jetpack looking things, like, are they?
But the whole harmonica.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
thing,
Yeah, I think it sounds
situation.
class. I don't know. So-
Yeah, no, it's cool.
What
instruments,
instruments did you like to learn? If you
Oh, God.
I think cello or trumpet is like top of my list for what I'd love to
Yeah.
learn.
Determined, yeah, that's a good
Harp.
answer.
I haven't
Harp,
known of a
yeah.
trumpet.
I was going to say that.
Oh, yeah,
it
they're
was took
both-
so
Is that
much
the horn?
effort too.
No, I've a
Proper
actual,
one.
there's an actual trumpet there as well
Oh,
that I've
yeah.
known of, and it's
remember
fairly
we went up to see the other night?
Oh,
Did all the Thurles heard.
Wake up, everyone! It's morning.
if anyone's neighbours with Stevie, you know.
what were you saying? Sorry.
What would I learn? Jesus, I'd be too small for a double bass.
Stand up on a stool.
A 3/4 size double bass isn't too bad. Like I played
Yeah.
one and it was like about there when I'm standing up, like so it's reachable, and you can get
You
a
see,
half
how
size.
big
as
is
well.
an actual full size?
I dread to think
They're
like
massive, yeah.
I wouldn't be able to play the low note. Like I'd need a stool.
The
Like.
strings are pretty big as well.
They're so thick as well, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
sore on your. You'd want some calluses on the fingers, wouldn't you?
But it's
Yeah.
weird if you play bass. How if you have a go of a double bass, like you won't instantly gather where the frets are meant to be, but like you get some idea quick enough. Like it's mad. Like you'd think it'd really throw you off, but I don't know.
But like, as well as a banjo, would you have to stretch your fingers really long? You'd want good long fingers as well, would you?
Probably yeah.
Not gonna work.
I don't know. I'm just guessing at this stage.
You play the guitar, don't you?
No, I can.
Yeah,
I
you
can,
do. I've seen Instagram.
I saw, yeah.
wish I could. Yeah, I don't know. Like I hate answering that question. I suppose the answer is yeah, but like I don't know when can she play the guitar? Like if you can play like when, like I don't know. It sounds like a stupid question. I'm trying to get this at like when I you know I don't know. I always find this hard to answer to someone who plays the guitar at different levels because it's like how do I know I can play the guitar?
Well, you can
guitar?
play
It's
one
like
chord
how-
and you can play the guitar. Like,
Yeah, so I don't know. It's really weird.
Comparing who you're answering to.
Yeah, that's
well,
it.
I think
Yeah,
I think
that's mad, that's
but I
it.
think if you can play a chord, you can play
Yeah,
an
yeah,
instrument,
you're pretty much-
or if you can play something that one thing that sounds like
Yeah.
nice to your ears. I don't know.
Like a lot of music
very
was formed using just 3 chords, like
Yeah.
just like the
The basics.
cowboy chords, like just like in C it'd just be C, F, G. Like,
Okay, right. No,
so you know, like
It's just called
What?
cowboy chords.
cowboy chords are like the basic kind of chords. So
I've never heard of that.
I didn't either, actually.
I read it online. But I
Cowboy
took it up
chords, good
music
name,
theory.
right?
Like.
Black around.
I think it comes from the fact that like a lot of country music, a lot of people wouldn't play bar chords with them. They'd only play open
Oh,
chords,
yeah,
so they
yeah,
call them
yeah.
cowboy chords.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
good.
again now.
Yeah, sweet.
I just can't remember the question. I'd like to play one of those, like the pianos. You know, those, I don't know if they're real. They're definitely, I don't know. You see them in videos and stuff. Like it might just be a bit of fun in like big cities. Or something. Do you know, it's like a piano that's like just laid out across the floor. and you have to jump from one
Oh
thing.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god,
Like, I
yeah.
know it's like
Yes.
But that'd be good to kind of 2 birds, 1 stone. You could do some exercise and play the piano at the same
Imagine
time.
bringing
Yeah.
that to boats.
Oh yeah. I don't,
That'd be some session, yeah.
Yeah, man.
everyone just jumping around.
Interactive session.
Interactive session. Yeah.
Have 20 people jumping at the same
Get
time.
on it, Fergal.
Actually,
We'll all give like $5 or something.
I saw a really
Well,
strange
worth it.
video on YouTube the other day. Actually, it was a guy who like he had a prosthetic arm from like there down, but like he basically took the hand part off and he made a prototype himself, but then he got a company to actually make a circuit board for it, and basically the electric currents that go through his arm to power his hand, he used that to plug into a synthesizer. So like he was literally just thinking the same way he'd think to move his head,
The hell?
and the synthesizer was making sounds.
I've never
It was
heard
mental,
of
like,
that.
and it was
That's
like-
That's
crazy.
mad.
Oh
like-
my god.
It was mad watching it because like as he's talking, he's like, "Oh, I'm not an engineer," and it's like he says he's not an engineer, but he manages to build a prototype, and it's like it was just one of the most mental things I've ever seen, like music with thoughts, like.
I can't believe they have that kind of technology, but yet like people still get stuck in the bathroom in trains. Like, you know?
Yeah.
It's so
That's
weird.
happened to me on the way to
Oh, has it?
Thurles
God,
Island.
Jesus.
Lads, it's the scariest thing ever.
That's my biggest fear.
And I was like 8 or something. Oh,
no.
god. I was
Was-
on my own.
Oh, they didn't have the picture of the sheep back then either. That must have been. There's no way they have like. I think they might have done this for people that are like claustrophobic.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they put like a
I
wallpaper
feel
of
like
loads
I
of
have-
sheep
yeah,
in the
yeah.
field. So now I can go in there because I feel like I'm in a field. But
Yeah.
other than that, like I
It's
can
really
imagine that was
claustrophobic, yeah.
horrible. Like,
And I hate when it's like, lock the door, and you're like,
yeah,
should I?
It never happened where like, you
Why,
lock
yeah.
the door, but the thing stays saying like it's really annoying. Like we're just like,
stand back.
it'll tell you to lock the door. You will actually lock the door, but it doesn't skip onto the thank you part. It just
Why
keeps
is it-
saying lock
Yeah,
door,
yeah,
yeah.
lock door. It's like it's clearly locked. I
Oh,
press the button.
Jesus. Very scary.
I always wondered those like really recognizable voices. Like, can you imagine you're just in shop and there's a lady in front of you and you're just like, you're the Lewis lady. Like, you're just like, oh man.
Can I get your autograph?
Yeah. Can you wish my son a happy birthday? Next
In the
stop,
voice.
happy birthday.
I had a really weird moment on the Lewis once. It was like on the way to when I was in college in Maynooth, it was like one of the stops was like Broom Bridge, and like every day I was getting the train, it was Drogheda Broom in Irish. And there was one day where we were going through it, and it just said Bolly the Scoob, and which literally means like Broomtown, like or something, like because it's Broom Bridge. But like I don't know why it changed that day, because like it was only that one day on the train that I happened to say Bolly the Scoob, and I don't know what happened.
you never got that like closure either. Like, did you
Yeah.
ever find out like?
No, because like, the next day when I got the train, it was back to Drogheda Broom. Like, and I don't know, is it like a certain type of train has the wrong announcement or what? Like,
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh my god.
Trains are just. I prefer trains to buses though, all the same. I don't know why.
Trains to buses.
I think buses are even more claustrophobic for some reason.
Yeah.
It's a train, if like you got no, you have the whole train if you want to just move. Or
the train is fresher. Like, it's like when you're on
Yeah,
the bus
well,
for
yeah.
hours, you just feel like you're in stale air. Whereas
Yeah.
on the train, it feels fairly like ventilated. Like, it's quieter as well. Usually.
Then there's no toilets on. Well, there is actually on some buses, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Think
most,
so,
people,
yeah.
most people aren't brave enough to use
No.
like,
Yeah, oh no, I don't think I would anyway.
Hey, if it was true that you are what you eat, What would you eat right now? So you become that.
I'd be a strawberry.
Strawberry's a good, nice answer. Yeah.
I literally walked out of the car when we were coming here, and my sister's car is like bright red, and I was just like, oh Jesus! I literally looked like the car.
Into it.
I literally camouflaged into it. Yeah. I love strawberries.
Strawberries are good.
Yeah. What would you eat, lads?
Oh, but you have to
What
become
might-
that thing. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Again, piece of bread.
Oh, you
end
have to
piece of
become
bread.
that thing. Oh, I don't know then. Strawberries are very weak.
Would you
aren't
why?
they?
Because people don't eat
It's
it.
very easily.
I
actually love
said
that
you want to become a
recently, no.
strawberry.
I'm going to bring back the pineapple and say pineapple.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Pineapple's great.
I'm gonna go with cannibalism and say hosier so that I get to be hosier.
Well, that's thinking outside the box. I didn't even know there was a box. Yeah, that's fair.
If you keep eating children, you live forever.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Really, is that wrong?
Yeah. Oh. I feel like there must be some. No, right.
What are we going to say?
I was thinking about sea creatures. Have you any more interrogation station questions?
Well, on food. You're a vegan, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. Oh, you have me now.
Have you know? it is an interrogation.
When did you become a vegan?
I became a vegan last August. I was vegetarian for 2 months before that, and I got into all this spirituality kind of stuff on YouTube. So I was looking up all these, I don't know, like what you call them, teachers or
Gurus.
yeah. And a lot of them were saying that they're very mostly plant based and all that kind of thing. So that kind of got me thinking. Like I just got me thinking about what I was eating basically, and that was the start of it. And then from that, I found like videos about like farming and stuff and all that, and I completely switched then to like people would say like when they hear vegan they say like what do you eat, like, you know, but it's like for me it's like completely, it's not a diet anymore, like it's kind of more of a lifestyle, like you know. But yeah, it started off anyway with watching those spiritual gurus on YouTube.
Was it hard to convert, like, or seeing as you were
Yeah, I know.
convert? No,
No, it is the right word. I just realised everyone. It is the word.
Transition is a good
Or
word.
transition.
No, convert
Yeah.
is the right word.
Yeah.
It's actually mad how it's a
Yeah.
strong word.
It's, it
so-
wasn't hard.
Was it an overnight thing, like?
Well,
Was it-
like I actually hadn't heard of the word vegan for my whole life until I was about 19. I'd say.
Yeah, I probably. did the
I
same,
honestly
yeah.
never even heard of the word, and when I
Yeah,
started hearing the word, I was like, "Oh, what's that like?" Do you
It's a
know,
new
it's-
trend.
yeah, a new trend.
Yeah.
Like, but then I kind of like, what was the question again? I'm getting like,
How did you?
How did you like convert?
how
Yeah.
transition?
How was it an overnight kind of thing, or was it?
Oh
like
yeah. Well, when I started watching all the kind of like ethical kind of videos, all that kind of thing, it was an overnight thing. But before that, I was kind of like, nah.
You were interested anyway.
I was kind of just like,
Or you were okay, right?
yeah. But it wasn't actually that hard. I thought it was going to be harder than it was. Like for a while I kept like a lot with like clothes and stuff. I kept a lot of clothes for a good while and wore them out like. And now I don't have any leather
yeah.
wool or anything left. So I like even when I was at the start, I said like it's just gonna be a waste if I try all these. I basically didn't have enough money anyway to go off buying a load of new clothes, like even I bought this second hand now on it actually arrived today. It actually smells like cigarettes. Anyway,
It smells like
that's,
cigarettes.
that's besides the point.
Did you have to pay extra to get it to come smell like cigarettes?
Yeah.
That's
That's another. No, I got on. Do you know that app Depop? I got on
I
that.
don't know. I never heard
But I
of it.
usually buy like most things second hand now because
Yeah.
I don't know. I suppose it's better for the environment or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that
it
was hard.
definitely
I
is.
found that harder than switching to like eating different and being vegan. Like
Yeah.
I found the clothes thing hard, like just clothes in general, because like I bought all my clothes in like all the shops in like
Yeah.
wherever, and now I don't really need that much clothes, so it's like I
Yeah.
just buy something whenever, do you know.
You obviously
Yes.
save money as well. Like I definitely think there's like this kind of, you're under like in a sense of an illusion that you save money at pennies, but because it's so cheap, people tend to like buy clothes consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
To get in their
before,
head that they need them or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, because they're passing. Oh, I'm passing pennies now. I may as well just run in again because
Yeah,
I won't be,
come out-
especially in Thurles.
About €80 spent, like.
Yeah, yeah.
Guilty.
Yeah, but that's
No,
I used to
everyone
like
does
that. I
it,
used to do
like-
it the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're definitely like long run. You're not saving money. I'm gonna let Alice. You're forcing me now this conversation to let out a secret because anyone in Thurles now it's gonna ruin. But if you go to charity shops, all the clothes in there are actually really good, high quality. In Thurles.
There's
Yeah.
designer like that.
Yeah, because people
Yeah.
don't bother putting they throw pennies clothes out.
Yeah.
But people feel like, oh, I spent this much money on the clothes, I'm gonna put this in charity shop.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's like the best brands, North Face,
Yeah.
like real North Face, like all the best brands. God, there's gonna be none left in Thurles now. After saying that.
Is it which
Save
charity
the
shops
planet.
actually?
No, all of them in Thurles, in fairness, do have really good brands.
Is there a few? I
Definitely a good
There's a
lad.
good few in Thurles, yeah.
I didn't
always
realise.
go.
I never actually.
Oh, there's
been
like
in.
4 or 5
I
in
haven't been
Thurles.
in them. I went
There's
in there.
even 2
years ago.
NCBIs, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is,
Yeah. And what I realise as well, if you want to get really good, cool, if you want to get cool clothes, go to towns where they're not open-minded. I figured this out. Like if you
Don't
go to,
buy them.
no, because if you go to Carrick on Shore, like they don't like colours, so all the colourful stuff is going to be in the charity shop, like, do you know, like yeah. You see, there's a lot of creative people in Thurles, so all the cool stuff isn't. But there's a good brand.
That's such a broad statement. They don't like colours.
I remember I went through a stage before, like, where it's like I wore like a lot of bow ties and I was collecting loads of bow ties.
Oh, I remember that.
But it's like if
Whoa.
I went into a normal shop, it was like it was just like for everyday wear, like not even just for events and
Oh,
stuff.
nice.
But it was like if you went into a normal shop, you could be paying like 20-25 quid for a bow tie. You go into a charity shop and it'd be like, oh yeah, you can have both of them for €2.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like-
Wow.
It just
You
made
give
so
them
much
away.
more sense to go around
Yeah, I
charity
always
shops.
feel
like.
bad buying in charity shops because they're doing them so cheap. Like, you end up
Yeah.
feeling worse. Like,
That's for discount.
yeah. Oh, I've seen that.
That'd be nothing,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I've seen people robbing charity shops and that's ridiculous.
Ah, for
Jesus.
feck's sake.
It's always mad though when charity shops do deals like half price sale.
Yeah, it's like
what's
how-
going on?
how-
Like,
Well, I suppose they just have to clear stock if it's not
Yeah,
yeah, I
selling.
suppose.
Sure, yeah, they get loads
Yeah.
Anyway, anything?
It's mad how much money is spent though, like even just money, like not even on
Yeah.
clothes and stuff. Like I used to have a full wardrobe of clothes, didn't wear half of them. I'd wear maybe 3 of the outfits in there and then that was it. And just
Yeah,
have it
yeah.
there. Like it's just it's
Do you
weird.
find it hard to throw away things? I find it hard.
I'm terrible.
used
Got
to.
better at it now.
I'm very good at it now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
go, yeah. I just you don't like something that you haven't looked at your whole life.
Yeah.
You don't even know it's there.
Mm.
So the fact that you just found it there now, you're like, oh, I should keep it. But then you're just kind of like, I'm never going to look
Yeah.
at this again.
Yeah, yeah.
Or,
Until the next time when you go to throw it out.
yeah, yeah.
And it's
It'd be a
there
big
again.
room of collected things there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Any-
like, did you prepare your food then? Your vegan food? What kind of
Mm.
stuff would you make?
Well, today actually I only had breakfast. I didn't eat. I had porridge. A big
We
massive,
found the answer.
I
Okay.
have a big massive bowl of porridge. I have it I'm very don't like changing it up that much with my food unless I go out to like a restaurant or something. But I usually have like big huge bowl of porridge. I mash a banana first and I put
Get
in
into detail.
oh lads, I swear to
Here
God,
we
it's like a
go.
dessert. Cocoa powder, sesame seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds.
Love. You put love in it? Or is
There's
it love?
loads of love in it,
Love in
yeah. Load of like different seeds, and then I put in porridge, obviously. I use oat milk, and I put strawberries and blueberries and
Sweet.
almond butter and peanut, but all.
Peanut butter. is good.
Lads, I swear to God, I'd be stuffed for nearly the full day. Like I wouldn't be able to eat until about 5 o'clock
Yeah.
that day because it's so filling. I've
Yeah.
gotten so used to it as well. Like I don't actually eat like twice a day now, but I eat huge
Yeah,
meals. Like it's
That's,
mad.
there's been a lot of like obviously everyone's different as well, but there's been a lot of evidence to support. Do you know that's the whole intermittent fasting, but just eating once or twice a day is,
Yeah.
but in big meals.
Eating enough, yeah.
Because then you're using your digestive system at a certain time, and then that's it. You're not like snacking throughout the day where your digestive system's constantly going.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
gets
big old
break
system.
and- yeah.
Yeah. There was something I was going to ask you.
Actually, I have something to ask you as well.
What?
How did your fast go? How did your
I don't know how.
7 day
I never
fast?
really decided to live. How did the fast go? It went grand. I never did the 7 days. I did like 6.5. But then it was like doing our first episode back with the podcast, and it was like there was some, I can't remember the other reason, but yeah, it was mainly that I just had like, I felt like I was like not that I had no energy, but like you definitely get like really like your emotions go like pure like upside down. So I wasn't sure like you just, everything's heightened, your senses are heightened, its emotion senses are heightened. So like I wasn't sure how it was going to be on the podcast like with like that, so I didn't want to chance it. But yeah, no, like the 6 days I did do was grand. After day, like I always heard that after day 3 that you don't feel hungry anymore. And I'd only ever done 3 days a good few times before, and I was like, I couldn't imagine that being true, because for the 3 days it's like starving. But when you get past day 3, the hunger just goes away. It's like, I guess it's like, I don't know.
Used to, your body just gets used to it, I suppose.
Yeah.
What was your goal behind that? Were you just doing
Well, I wanted to.
talks with
Yeah.
your kids?
Yeah, pretty much. But I definitely think I'm going to do it again, because I went like, it was because I was like starting like a new like food plan, and I wanted to like reset before that.
Oh, okay.
Only slightly though, like to reset fully you actually have to do it for the 40 days. Not condoning that. This is not advice to.
No advice, I a few months ago, well I did actually 2 or 3 times, but I'm not condoning this either, but I did 24 hours, no water, no food.
No water.
Just 24 hours, but I didn't do it past that. And it was, I tried a water fast, 3-day water fast, then another day, and the no water, no food was way easier.
You were right? No water? Whoa.
Because I found with the water, whenever you drank water, it was like, I don't know, I associate the water with food or something. About
interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. But I don't think I definitely wouldn't do it for any longer than 24 hours, because I don't know, obviously, like, I obviously researched it beforehand.
Yeah, there's
I didn't
loads
do
of stuff
without,
in it.
But like, if you're doing, I don't know, I think if you're doing anything like that, maybe you get your advice from a doctor first.
Yeah, definitely do your research. Like, we're definitely anything we ever say in this podcast, you should don't try at home. But there is like, I suppose like it is essentially doing a water fast is like a cheat code to like the best way, the healthiest and the safest way without a doubt is to detox over time, but it's long term, is to just start your food plan, which will, of just eating fruits and vegetables or whatever, like start eating healthy. Long term, that will like get everything out of your system. Like that's the like blueberries, stuff like that can detox. They have those what you call it, characteristics, whatever you say. But they what was I saying? Try not to curse. You're getting better at not cursing.
I haven't cursed sometimes.
No, nobody has. Thank
So
God.
proud.
But yeah, the best thing to do is just to start eating. But like, if you want to get the cheat code, would be to water fasting. Essentially, you're kind of like resetting it. But the water the dry fast, as they call it, I've never tried that. I'd say that's intense.
Oh yeah, it's I lay down on the couch for the whole thing. I didn't move. Well, no, I did it once, and I went down to my sister's graduation, and that was interesting because I was like just not eating or drinking for the whole day. I was just like,
oh, you must have felt very dizzy or something.
no, I did. I actually felt fine that time. The first time I was just kind of scared that something would happen, but it didn't. Like I just kept.
Yeah. Did you find you'd more energy than I ever had doing it? It was bizarre. The dry fast now is different.
Yeah, I got bursts of energy, say.
Yeah.
But it was only 24 hours, so I was asleep for 10 hours.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I suppose being a vegan now, you probably have a lot more energy than you used to, did you?
I would say I eat mostly whole foods now, whereas I ate mostly processed foods before.
Oh yeah.
So I'd say that's the difference in energy levels. I'd say the fruits and vegetables, I'd say they would give you more energy, say, than processed whatever So
have
in
you got
that
the
sense,
family turned into vegans now as well, or?
not yet. My mum cooks a lot of vegan food now. She cooks the whole time. She's very good. She has Rosanna Purcell's book and all this, and she cooks loads of meals. Sure. That's about it.
Did you find when I stopped eating meat, I found I was all I'd eat was if I was lucky, all I would eat with chicken nuggets and chips. Like chicken nuggets would nearly even be a bit exotic for me. Like that's how bad it was at eating. Like but I found when I did stop eating meat, I was like, why I stopped eating meat and I don't eat anything but chips and chicken nuggets. Like so I was like, what the hell do I do now? So I slowly over time, what I'm saying is I started to eat foods that I never thought I would have tried. That's where like I think like there is the argument whether meat is healthy for you or not. There's evidence supporting both sides. Both sides do have good evidence for it. It is definitely individual, but what it definitely is a health benefit is you're kind of forced to eat other healthy food because it's not in the way essentially. Like,
well, your eyes are open to all the other food as well.
Yeah,
like, there's so much food. We just don't. You don't see it in Central. Like, there's so much food that's grown, like, and we don't even know it exists. Like, you know, it's mad. You could grow mad vegetables like at home.
Yeah.
Do you know, you could, I don't know, like,
do you grow anything? Sorry,
well, I'm still living at home, so Mum and Dad grow stuff now. We're going to start doing more now, and Dad's after making this big thing for strawberries, big barrel, and they're going to, like, strawberries are going to hang out of it.
Oh, cool.
So there'll be loads of strawberries hopefully somewhere,
We'll be down.
Yeah.
But I think it's getting a little easier to eat vegan food as well, because I saw a thing lately, they don't sell it in Ireland yet, but I couldn't believe it when I saw it. It was like, there was this company, what do they call it, Just or something, but it was called like the Just Egg.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's basically, it's like mung beans and vegetable protein. It has basically no cholesterol in it, and it's more protein than an egg. But it just comes in like a bottle and it looks like mixed scrambled egg, like when you mix it. Pour it into a pan, cook it, and it scrambles like egg. Like I haven't tried it, so I don't know, but apparently it tastes like egg and it looks like scrambled egg. So
That'd
it's
be
like,
interesting to try.
if they're at that stage, like, and they want to make like a vegetable protein based steak as well, so it'll look like a steak. It'll be like you'll throw it on and you'll cook it the same as a steak, and it should taste like a steak. They're a fair bit away from it, but they want to just try and invent that. And if it gets to that, there's no excuse to not be vegan.
Yeah, like there's another substitute you could have for eggs is I eat like scrambled tofu, but I heard, and if you buy black salt, you ever hear black salt? It's just, I don't think they sell it in Ireland or something. If you buy that anyway or online or whatever, it tastes exactly the same, just black salt, that no pepper.
As what?
As egg.
Oh.
Tofu.
Wow.
You make tofu taste like the very same basically.
Oh, that's
which
bad.
is weird. I've never tried it now, but yeah, it's weird.
That's witchcraft of sorts.
It's weird,
Do you eat like meat, like you know them meat products that taste like meat but they're vegan?
No,
corn.
I don't like. I eat mostly just
corn isn't vegan.
all foods.
Is it not?
No.
Corn has whey protein in it.
There's
Well, some of them.
There's some. Yeah,
I think the
most.
mince does.
Yeah.
I think corn. I tried it before.
Whereas, like,
I think it's good.
Linda McCartney sausage rolls
I used to eat them. Yeah.
The sausage rolls are unreal.
They hurt me stomach.
Are they the ones from Aldi or something?
They're from Lidl, I think, are they?
What are the ones I got that I showed you?
They're the sausage rolls.
Yeah.
They're Aldi, yeah. I don't know if
Fair
they're
good.
around, yeah. But I mainly stay away from all the processed. Like I would eat them when I go to restaurants and stuff and that. But at home I try to keep it like mainly.
Is it hard to go out to a restaurant and order
No,
vegan food?
actually not anymore.
In
I
Thurles.
noticed that.
Is it in Thurles?
Not in Thurles. I don't really eat in Thurles anyway. No offense, Thurles.
No offense to Thurles. No offense to Thurles.
But
Sorry, Thurles.
I found like with my friends now, I was always dreading like going to restaurants with them because just like you'd end up having to just get
You'd look
chips.
like the picky one or something.
You
Yeah.
just end up looking like you just have to get a plate of chips. But like I went to Limerick there last week. I went to just this Italian place or something. I got this big, huge vegan pizza, like, and vegan cheese and everything on it, like.
Oh, wow.
It's gotten so much easier, like.
Yeah.
Some people that would put them off, like the social aspect of it, but it's like it doesn't really. In most places now, but like obviously there's still
Really?
place in Thurles like you wouldn't get.
Like even Subway and KFC in them are starting to
They
do
do, yeah,
vegan
yeah,
options,
yeah.
like.
Meatless
Try
it.
marinara
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
It's hard. It's the worst thing I think that I find. The only thing that bothers me is like people making a fuss about it. Like I don't like.
Yeah.
Do you know how people like there's like the whole like stereotype. Oh, you're a vegan, where it's like people at restaurants say I'm a vegan and stuff. It's never like that. It's actually always the people who aren't vegan who are making the fuss about you being a
Exactly.
vegan.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
like, I don't care. I'll eat. Like I'm grand. I'll survive.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's starting to hurt her.
I kind of gotten over that now. I just
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
you know.
You do eat.
At the start now I was really kind of like didn't want to say anything, just kind of sit in the corner and say nothing, like.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I just don't care because it's just, and so many people are vegan now as well, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that are, so it's just
It's cooler than smoking fags now. Not that. I don't know what to say about that. I don't even know what I said. So no comment without my lawyer.
No, facts though. So what's your favourite vegan dish at the moment?
I'd say vegan shepherd's pie.
Ooh.
Do you use
They
lentils and
use
stuff for that?
lentils, yeah. It's actually lovely. Send you on the recipe.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's very nice.
Do you
Just
follow,
spuds,
like-
I love spuds.
Is there a page on Facebook that you could give a shout out to about vegan food or whatever?
It's not about food, but it's
Eilish Hssett music.
no. This is going to be controversial now to people watching, but it's Wake
Oh.
Investigations. They kind of shine a light on farming in Ireland. So, like, we all talk about the environment, we talk about diet all day, like, but veganism at the end of the day is like social justice movement to me, like, anyway.
Yeah.
And obviously to some people it's not, but like that's fine. But I'm gonna still stick to what like the definition of veganism is avoiding, I don't know, I can't remember the definition now. It's like avoiding as much as practical and possible the use of animals, kind of.
Yeah.
So that's what I stand by. So Wake Investigations anyway is the group, and a lot of people would be against that, like whole like cameras saying like, oh, my farm, all this. Like, I know loads of farmers that be friendly enough with like a lot of people from farms. Like I'm
Yeah.
grown up around farms. There's
Yeah.
4 farms surrounding my house, like
Tipperary.
Tipperary, yeah. But like, you know, like it's something we have to start thinking about now.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially.
It's definitely gone past the point about not thinking about it. Even consider it. Give it a shot. Give consideration a shot.
Yeah,
It's good
but,
crap.
like even going
About anything.
even going like plant based, like it doesn't really matter what reason you do it for.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
I could go vegan. I'm vegetarian, but I say I go
Yeah.
vegan, no problem. If
Yeah,
cheese
what
didn't
was
exist.
actually a question?
It's just
Yeah, yeah.
the only
Oh.
thing. Maybe
That's
I could
your-
get something.
that's
I love
your
cereal,
problem.
I still eat
I love
cereal,
eggs
but,
too
like, my
much.
excuse
Yeah.
to eat cereal is, I'm not vegan, I still eat cheese, so I might
Yeah.
as well have
Yeah.
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 That was my question actually. What would stop me? That's
cheese. Gotta be
cheese.
cheese.
Oh, it stopped me.
Not sponsored.
I don't know what. Yeah.
like from going in the morning, say, just being like, here, I'll just try it.
Well, I am. So
Oh yeah.
the only thing that would stop me now would be a bus of sorts. Like a.
Are you actually vegan? Yeah.
I have been the last few months. I've been vegetarian for like last 4 years.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know that.
yeah, last few months I've just given up. Like maybe like if for example like tea is probably the only thing. If I come in here like tea, like I get tea here, like, you know. But even at that, I'm trying to push away from it. Like if I make tea at home now.
Sure, you can
That's-
put in milk or soy milk.
Yeah, no, I have
almond,
been now. Yeah,
yeah.
like so I have.
Because I
been-
used to drink tea actually. I went, I had lactose intolerance and I found out when I was 16. Went to the doctor and he was like, he didn't know what was wrong. I knew because I'm getting sick and everything
Yeah.
from drinking milk or whatever. And then I didn't have any like alternative milk in my tea for like 5 years or until like now basically.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even know they existed. I was like, I'll just
Oh,
have
it's
black
actually
tea.
nicer.
Like black tea is rotten. Like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
some people like it, but I
Sugar
did.
and tea is lovely.
God.
Don't need any milk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gee,
Well, yeah, that's why I drink now is a lot of green teas and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
not
What would stop you? You know, if you're like just in the
I-
morning, like
I'd love to, but I'm not great at changing my routine. And like,
yeah,
if I was to suddenly go vegan, like I could probably count on one hand the amount of vegetables I eat, or
Yeah.
or probably have even tried. Like
What-
I've never tried a banana. I've never tried a kiwi. Like
Yeah,
I haven't tried
I'm
most-
never going to get over this. He's never.
What would you think of like?
I haven't tried most fruit or
Nice.
veg.
Let me
Yeah.
should show your face.
I'm really oversensitive to like textures.
Yeah.
So like,
What would you think of like a slower transition, like
See,
trying one new thing every?
see, I have
couple of
done that a
days
little bit. Like I used to, I made homemade like chicken curry, and I got to a point where I had my chicken curry perfect, and then I just took out the chicken because I knew the curry
put
was
in
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just had veg,
Yeah.
a veg curry, and like because I knew the sauce was really nice and
Yeah.
everything else was nice, I didn't need the chicken anymore. and then I kind of
Just curry then.
then I started off by like
Vegetable
Mm.
curry.
I chop up the
Just
peppers
curry.
like tiny, so I wouldn't even notice when I ate it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then just make them slightly bigger or kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
really. I used to boil them like mad, so I could get used to the taste and then get used to the texture. Because I don't know, I find
Yeah.
it really hard to get
You
used
can
to.
do
texture.
that with every meal as well, like, but it might take time obviously to learn
Yeah.
how to do it and like education,
Yeah.
like, you know, like have all the recipes there and have all the know what you're able to buy and make, and obviously you have to feed yourself at the end of the day, like, you know.
Like I didn't even eat chicken until I was about. Well, I would have tried it and stuff, but I didn't like chicken until I was about 19.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. I didn't try like a chicken nugget or a dipper until I was like 19.
You
like,
love chicken.
Well,
My family have a
I
roast
love
dinner,
this.
have
Normally it's
I have
me and
many
the others,
pieces,
but
like-
so everyone's like,
I
didn't
know.
know about food, like.
I've noticed that my taste buds have completely opened up since eating more like fruits. and
Yeah,
vegetables.
yeah.
Completely opened up, and I'm more inclined to like try something. I don't know, because I used to eat the same three things
Yeah.
before. Like I was like turkey burgers, chicken breasts, like just the same things
Yeah.
every day. But now I kind of like have different things. So it's
Do you ever eat Lunchables when you're younger? I
Oh,
really wish I
no.
wasn't saying their
I love
Lunchables
them.
brand
never
name.
had them. I just had a sandwich.
I love
Isn't
them.
it
yeah,
so
but
excited
Jesus.
every day?
I just thought
Lunchables,
I never liked how they
afternoons.
looked, so I never tried them. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a smart move, like, because they literally do look horrible. Like,
It
when
just
you
looks
like
really
that now,
fake. Like.
you're the only like kid that was actually able to see how bad they looked. Because like you don't, when you're younger,
It's
they
like-
just
You don't
look.
it's
think
like-
about it
It's
when
like
you're
cheese.
younger.
When I was
it's like-
younger, it used
it's
to look
cheese
like an
string.
angel.
Yeah.
I never tried a cheese string because it's just like someone would hold it and it just looked rubbery and it's like that's not what cheese
Yeah.
is meant to look like.
You're right, though, but when you're younger, it just looked beautiful. Like, but it doesn't. You're older.
The one plus side of my horrible
It's like
thinking.
rubber, like it is a rubber. God.
What were you saying as you was stop you? Eggs, was it?
Eggs. I
That was
love
my
eggs
downfall
Eggs.
as
so
well.
much.
That
I
was
think
my
I'd be grand.
downfall.
Oh wait, yeah, no eggs because I love mayonnaise as well. So
You can get vegan mayonnaise, it's actually really nice.
And then it changes your
It's-
taste of like cakes and everything because you have to bake without eggs. And
Oh,
It's really easy to
I
make
know
without eggs.
there's a girl I
Steak to get me.
I made pancakes the other day and they were unreal.
there's a girl I met
No eggs and no milk.
a girl I met when I was in college.
did you have pancakes then on Tuesday?
Yeah, they were lovely.
There's an answer
Yeah,
I've
my
never
mum
heard
and
to
my
that
sister had
question.
them as well.
Sweet.
Oh, sorry.
A girl I met in college, she was like a vegan, and like her and her sister formed like a kind of animal rights group called NARA.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know it, but yeah,
But, like,
campaigns, yeah.
Basically, she ended up going off. Like I didn't talk to her much, like, but I friends her on Facebook, so I see that. Like she went off and she did like a culinary arts degree, like, but she did it all through like vegan food. So like
Yeah, yeah.
the course was sound about that. But she set up like a vegan baking company, like bakery, like, and kind of what's it called, buttercream dream.
Oh yeah, I know that, it's in Dublin.
that's
isn't
it.
it?
Yeah, but like.
Oh, alright.
Like she
That's
ended
very
up winning
good.
like best bakery in
It's
Ireland.
like cakes and stuff,
last-
isn't it?
it's
Yeah, they
unbelievable.
make like cakes for like event, like
Yeah,
big things, like
Like
yeah.
she makes like vegan like Oreo sandwich like things and stuff
Yeah,
like
I've
that
seen
as
it
well,
on
like, and
Facebook
cookies
actually,
and
yeah.
I got one of her cupcakes at like a vegan fair because I was like, right, I have to try it
How
to
do
see
they
what's
make
like.
vegan Oreo
Unbelievable.
things and Oreo's not vegan?
You make your own Oreo
Oh,
biscuit
okay.
and like
Oreos,
fake cream,
some
like
Oreos are
peppers
vegan,
or
aren't
something.
they? Yeah, there's
For
one.
chocolate.
Never even thought about it.
Yeah, look at the ingredients, lads. I think it's the only ones with the chocolate on it. No, all the other Oreos are vegan. Lot of accidentally vegan
We
foods.
thought the milk
Yeah.
thing
Or
was just,
buns
like,
and
milk, just
Tesco or another
what
one.
do you call it, like it's cream, the middle part.
you probably don't
Yeah.
use milk or cream though because
It's just like probably soya or something. I'm not sure what's in it. I never actually.
yeah, it has a little green V on Oreos. I know.
What's the toughest question you have on that to ask Eilish before we fill them up?
It's actually not
Fill
on
them
this, right?
No, it doesn't have to be the toughest one. It
Right.
It's not on this.
has to be. Oh, it's not on this. Oh god.
Personal.
Put on your
Drum
seatbelt.
roll.
Shepherd. Oh wait,
I don't
yeah.
have a
Right.
seatbelt.
So when you were younger, right?
Yeah.
You were younger. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Was
just
I
I
young?
trying
Do
to
you
get to
remember
understand
being
this.
young? No.
properly.
Did you want to be famous when you were young? You want to tell the story about your little,
Oh, you have a story.
Famous? What do you mean by famous?
just like pop singer or whatever.
Sounds like she's getting a question, a story that you have that you need to that's good to share on a podcast.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a story?
It's just a wee one.
I suppose not famous, like, but just like play music. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what
you
I mean.
did. You made like a little essay when we were
Oh
in
yeah,
primary
yeah.
school.
That was just like I'd say I wrote that. I'd say like that was like they were like, "Would you just write something?" And I was just like,
What you write?
"What did I write? I don't know. Something
Like
about being
my
famous.
name is Eilish Hssett. I'm
famous singer or something.
no, you're like what age are you? Like
10.
I'm 10 years old. When I grow up, I want to be a famous singer. The end.
Something about Beyonce as well.
I want
like
to be famous
Beyonce.
just like Beyonce.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'd like to be famous, but I don't really know what famous
It's
means.
funny how like when you're younger, you're just like so influenced by TV and all that. You're just like, I want to be on TV.
Who did I hear
Yeah.
on the radio this morning? You know,
Yeah.
like that person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And now you're
Very
just like,
influenced.
just want to get on with life.
I remember seeing a
Yeah.
thing where someone was saying they wanted to be like the next Beyonce, but they referred to it as like, was it the next but twice it? Because they just like replaced the words with twice.
Oh yeah, exactly. I saw that before.
So funny,
But
though.
twice.
I'm done.
It's like Reese Witherspoon, Reese without her spoon.
Yeah, I know what
And
Oh,
also,
this is such a random conversation.
Yeah, this is really like definitely authentic. Just ended on this fun. Yeah, I think
I'm
we're going to
sweating
finish
from
up now.
laughing.
Anyway, our producer asked me to say this to people doing their juniors, sir. For anyone I don't know who writes this. For anyone for anyone doing their juniors, sir, remember erosion is the one that takes away, and deposition is the one that leaves it there. Who writes this? Anyway, thanks for watching Ireland's most quintessential podcast / weekly experience. Thanks again to the Green Sheep for letting us use this.
Do you wanna
Yeah,
do
it's all-
The what?
can Eilish sing now?
Oh yeah,
Are we
we're
gonna
going to do.
overtime
Yeah, we're going to
tonight?
do a song. Well, Eilish is going to do a song. I'm not going to do a song.
Eilish.
But thanks for Green Sheep for letting us film there, and thanks to Dietary Architects once again for sponsoring us camera. I know I've said this it's probably third podcast where I said we're new audio equipment coming, but I got final confirmation today that is happening. So yeah, you'll hear better audio equipment. Thanks and enjoy the music. Enjoy the music.
Thanks, lads, for the conversation.
No matter.
Well,
If you know the words, sing along. But you don't.
Because it's
It's
original.
an original.
I only fall in love with souls, so it hurts me to see you leaving. It's hard to control it, fragile ego, it breaks you and leaves you bleeding. I'll leave you behind, I'll leave you behind, I'll leave you behind, I'll go. I'll leave you behind, I'll leave you behind, I'll leave you behind, I'll go. I'll leave you behind, won't race back in time. Oh no. Oh, 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 I only fall in love with souls because love doesn't need a reason. It's hard when we're all just playing roles, makes it easy to give life meaning. Oh, 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 oh,
Holy shit. That's amazing. Where do people find you on Facebook and Instagram?
just Eilish Hssett.
Eilish Hssett. Yeah, thanks.
You
That
can
was
spell it.
beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful. Thanks for existing. Bye.
See you lads.